With watching anime or reading manga, everyone eventually develops a guilty pleasure. A series that you know isn't the best, but for some reason, you just can't drop it. Popular examples of this being High School DSD, Domestic Girlfriend, Irregular Magic High School, and the last one being my personal favorite, Sword Art Online. I don't think having a guilty pleasure is all that bad because it shows that you truly value enjoyment. Unless, of course, if you watch shows like Running Girlfriend, Guilty Crown. If you like these shows, please stay as far away as you can from me because there's gotta be something wrong with you. The reason why I brought up the topic of guilty pleasures is because I'm reading a particular series that I know isn't all that good, but I just can't stop reading it. And the series that I'm referring to is called Chained Soldier. In today's video, I will be telling you all about this series, and maybe by the end, it'll sound interesting enough to add on to your personal guilty pleasure list. As always, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. In this world, there are mysterious portals that appear at random all over Japan. These portals lead to another dimension called Mato, which is filled with monsters that will attack and kill humans. Luckily, there's another thing in this dimension called Peaches, and anyone who eats these Peaches gains special powers. But, when I say anyone, I really just mean women. Yep, women are the only ones that gain powers after eating these Peaches. And not only this, but they're also the only ones that have any chance of beating these monsters. So that's when the Anti-Demon Corps was created, a unit of superpowered, battle-ready women that protect the people from monsters. Now you may be thinking, okay, damn, the women, they're kind of out here doing everything. So what do the men do? And the answer to that question is try to be as useful as they can to women. Men are second-class citizens that are expected to do all the housework, cleaning, cooking, laundry, anything you can name to be useful as they can to women. One day, a high school boy named Yuki is walking home after a long day of school, but as he's walking, he suddenly gets teleported into the monster dimension. And as he's about to get attacked by a group of monsters, a girl saves him, who's a member of the Anti-Demon Corps. And while saving him, she recognizes that he could be very useful in strengthening her peach power, and asks him to join the Demon Corps as her subordinate. And without even a second of thinking about it, he accepts her offer. From the synopsis, you might be thinking, okay, well that didn't sound bad. It just sounds like a normal supernatural manga. And to that I say, yeah, you're right, but you're only half right because there's an important detail that I left out. Remember when I said that Kyoka wanted Yuki to join because it helped strengthen her power? Well, let me explain what I meant by that. Kyoka's ability is called Slave, and this power allows her to draw out the potential of the people that she has enslaved. So when she was saving Yuki, she had no other choice but to use his ability on him, and it turned out to be way more powerful than she expected, which is why she asked him to join. But after accepting her request, that's when he found out about the drawback of her ability. After performing the deed, Kyoka has to grant her slave rewards based on her inner desires, and for Yuki, his desire was for her to give him a sloppy tongue kiss.
Alright, so now how do you get around not paying your slaves?
When I initially read this, it caught me off guard because I did not know that it was that type of manga. Like, what if I was reading this in public and someone just randomly looked over at my phone as I got to the scene? They'll probably look at me crazy like, is this man really reading this type of stuff right now? Does he have no shame? And as time goes on, his desires become more and more sexual each time he performs a deed, to the point where that ecchi stamp that this manga has, it might as well be replaced with something else. Now, Monkey God, why'd you continue to read this manga? Is it because you're horny? Well, yeah, but like, hold on. That's not the only reason why.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I mean, the other reason might not have been as powerful as this reason, but let me explain for a second. Hear me out. The first thing that this manga does really well is the art. I did not expect the edgy harem manga such as this to have such clean and smooth art. Character designs, backgrounds, fights, they're all just really well done. If I showed someone a panel showing off the art and then give them a panel of the ecchi scene, the person will probably think that they're from two completely different series. But the crazy thing about it all is they're not. They're from the exact same series. Even after reading 80 or so chapters, I still don't understand how a manga like this has such clean art. Next thing I want to talk about is the powers and abilities. I like the powers in this series because for the most part, they're creative. You still have your basic abilities like duplication and size manipulation, but even though I say they're basic, the characters have a cool way of utilizing their powers. As for the more unique powers, these are the ones that I honestly have never seen before. For example, a girl has the ability called the Infinite Universe that puts everything together, and this powers allows her to use the abilities of all 8 Buddhas. It's kind of complicated to explain what it is exactly because even we don't know what it is, but from what we have seen so far, she can tell what your ability is, cancel your ability, speed blitz you, and teleport you. It's both broken and creative at the same time, but I can honestly say that I have never seen something like this before. And it's cool to see that there are other powers in this series that are equally as unique as this one. There is actually one more power that I want to talk about, but it is a slight spoiler. Not really that much of a spoiler, but it's a little bit of a spoiler, so if you want to skip ahead, then go ahead. But the power that I want to talk about revolves around Kyoka's slave ability. As I mentioned before, her power slave allows her to draw out the power of anyone she enslaves, but she could also lend this ability to other girls. It's fiery because Yuki takes on different forms and abilities based on who is using this ability. So maybe he'll take on a form with wings or a form with stronger legs, and just like with Kyoka, they also have to give him a reward. So that means he be getting rewards from all types of different girls in this series. And if you look around at all the girls, I don't know about you, but me personally, I wouldn't mind getting a chain wrapped around my neck.
Pick me, massa, pick me, massa.
Let's talk about the characters. Yuki is a straightforward character, kind, caring, and works extremely hard so that he can be the best version of himself and be useful to the girls around him. Pretty solid hero protagonist. But let's talk about the main thing that everyone cares about in a hero. The girls. And honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 cast of females. There really isn't a bad girl in this series. Obviously, there are some that are better than others, but overall, I really couldn't name you a bad female. I've seen some people say that best girl is Tenka, and don't get me wrong, she's up there, but there's just one girl that just stands on top, and her name is Ren. Listen, I'm not a masochist or anything, but she can do whatever she wants to me. Her wish is my command. On my hands and knees, please enslave me!
What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
Not too long ago, it was actually announced that the series is getting an anime adaptation. Fun fact, the author of this manga is also the same author of Akame ga Kill, and I thought this was pretty interesting. I never would have thought that these two series would have the same author, but it's cool to know, and I think once people find out about this, it would definitely have a lot of people tune in to see what this series is about. There's a couple things I want to say about this manga and anime adaptation, first being the censoring. And the censoring in this anime is going to be crazy. Like, I'm really curious as to see what scenes is going to be allowed because I'm expecting there to be a lot of the holy white light to cover up the ecchi scenes. It's going to be comparable to the censoring of High School DxD for sure. Next thing I want to say is the cosplayers are going to go crazy with this anime. Remember how bad it was when social media found out about Manga from Chainsaw Man? Every cosplayer was dressing up as her, and they would say something like "bark for me," and in their comments you would see thousands of replies with people barking, saying "mommy," "step on me." Like, it was crazy, and I may or may not have also been in those comments too, but that's besides the point.
Oh, you nasty ass bastard! You fucking nasty ass motherfucker! That's nasty, man!
And finally, the voice actors. And when I say voice actors, I really mean one voice actor for one particular character, and that's Ren. I do not care who voices the other characters, but for Ren, I need the person who voices Yukino from Snafu and Yor from Spy X Family to voice her. Or the person that voices Kurumi from Data Live. I just need to hear that, that R coming from her as I fantasize.
What did you say, nigga?
No, yeah, alright, maybe I'm the one that needs help. Overall, when this anime comes out, social media is gonna go crazy with this. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know I said before that this manga is a guilty pleasure, but it really is a fun read. Above all, I think this manga does a really good job at keeping things simple. It doesn't try to have the deepest plot, themes, characters, power system. It knows what it can do and it sells at doing it. And this is why I believe people would love to read this type of manga. So yeah, go check it out and you won't be disappointed. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. L. Sai. Conqueror.